Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Chatting Blues. Before we get into this evening's episode, could you do me a massive favour, lads? Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment in the comment section. I'm really sorry about. I did plan this live for last night, an instant match reaction for the England game. England won, Denmark won, and I was just so intrigued in what the panel had to say about the performance. Really, I was just absolutely gobsmacked. So if you are watching it on replay, please leave your comments on yesterday's performance, England performance. It was absolutely shocking. In fact, people have already left comments. It was planned for 7:20 last night, but what we're going to do is go through the comments. I haven't even looked at them myself, but we'll go through the comments from last night. Okay, so Ricky's saying, why take off Kane and Foden on the 60-minute mark? We could have guaranteed knockout football today and have gave the fringes players the full 90 minutes against Slovenia. It's madness. Yeah, listen, lads, there's a few of you watching. We will talk about Blues at some point in this stream. Yeah, why take Kane and Foden off? Listen, I don't know, Ricky, man. I think Kane's just... He hasn't had the service, but he just drops too deep, don't he? And Foden's just having a mare out on that left. Listen, we'll talk about how this can be fixed, because I think this is a tactical mistake. I think this is on the manager. Even though the players were so lethargic and just not at the races, I think this is on Southgate. Do you know what I mean? England are coming under pelters, mate. But yeah, I mean, Kane and Foden just ain't turned up thus far. Yeah, you're right, Lee. Top of the table. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Top of the table. It's not great. It's not been a great start. It's been one of them ones where it just had that feel about it, didn't it? This tournament where, I know for me, like, I was very much like, I don't know about whether we're going to do any good in this tournament. And it's so far, though we've got 4 points and we're sitting top of the table, I think if we came up against a France or an Italy or a Spain or someone like that, I think they'd beat us, mate, at this point now. Does that make sense? Oh, you, Pete, you're right. So Pete's saying, Ricky, he's just replying to Ricky Gray's. Kane came off because he was largely ineffective. Foden would have kept on. England were poor all round. Yeah, I think you're right, Pete. Like, what I'd do is probably, because you kept dropping so deep, didn't you, Kane? And you don't need that. You need him to kind of spearhead the attack. What I'd probably do for the next game, I'd probably drop Bellingham into the number 8 position alongside Rice. And then I would move Foden across to the 10. Probably put what's your man's name? Anthony Gordon, is it? On the left, driving at players, and keep Saka on the right. There's even, I know this might cause controversy, but there's even a point for Watkins to play. Do you know what I mean? To kind of stretch that pitch and press the defenders. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I know what you're saying. Every pundit said the same about Kane, not just his fault alone. Yeah. Though tactically he didn't get the right support. Yeah, definitely, Pete. Okay, when you look at Kane at Bayern this season and how many times that Kane completed the full 90 minutes and how many goals he scored after 60-minute mark this season, and then tell me, okay, you're obviously talking to each other. Listen, I haven't watched much of Kane this season, so I know for Tottenham he was dropping back when he was like a deep lying forward. I don't know how he was playing for Bayern Munich, but he just kept dropping back and it was overcrowded. No one was pressing. Lee saying the second half was a shambles, but we're top with a game to go Tuesday. If you are watching live, leave a comment on the game and anything around Blues. I've got a few things we're going to look at. I want your opinions actually on Tyler Roberts. Like, do you think Tyler Roberts is a number 9, or and George Hall as well, because there's two players what I ain't really mentioned, Tyler Roberts and George Hall. Can you see them featuring next season for Blues? Pete's replying to Ricky, I think, I don't disagree with you. I'm not anti-Kane. It just wasn't working. Yeah, he was lead down by Southgate. If you want my view, the formation does not support Kane's strengths. Yeah, I don't think it supports Foden's either. I think Foden as the on the left is no good. Pete, I don't. I think you need to put him in as a 10. And like I said, put Gordon out on the left. Drop Bellingham back in as an 8. And try that. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to try anything, then you need to try this game coming against Slovenia in it. Blue Nose is saying England are in trouble unless they abandon the Arsene Wenger Spanish passing game, passing from the back crack. Yeah. We're going to see it like that next season, mate. So, try and get used to it. Results in the bottlers, pass backs, and no striker wannabes. Yeah, man. Lee, where's Lee? Yeah, sorry, mate. Really sorry about that, Lee. I got caught up in all the aftermath of it. Do you know what I mean? Listening to Shearer and Lineker and that going on about it. But yeah, sorry about that, lads. 10 minutes ago, yeah. Come on, Nick, sort yourself out. Yeah. So this would have been when I was meant to be live. Ricky saying, what did crap me up today was Shabby Abominable giving the lectures on levels of player motivation. This is Euros flabbing up. So what was he doing then, Ricky? If you're not watching live, then let me know, because he's on Talk Sport in the morning, isn't he? So let us know what he was saying. Yeah, I completely agree. Pete, Gabby's an absolute weapon. Complete sausage, yeah, man. He hates Blues, doesn't he, Gabby? Absolutely hates them, man. I mean, he used to always get pelters, but he can't stand Blues. Pete saying, I need to shoot. We'll catch up with you later. See you all soon. Nice one, Pete. So, like again, apologise for not coming live. If you are watching, then get in the comments. Stand for the truth, saying it's a bit like walking around Birmingham City at night. Anything can happen. Yeah, man. That's a fucking good analogy, that, mate. Hawkeye saying, so far, seem like the worst team in the finals. Hopefully they get better as the tournament goes on and big up. Yeah, I think so, Hawkeye. I think, look, it can't get any worse, can it? In terms of our playing style and the way we've approached these two games, it can't get any worse, so it can only get better, surely. Do you know what I mean? Lisa, I know just seen you was online and what was happening last night. He's waiting on you to give up. Yeah, I'd have liked to see Ivan Toney come on. I mean, to be fair, I thought Watkins done all right. Like I said, he stretched the game. He was getting in behind. So whether he starts the next game, I don't know, mate. Stand for the truth. I want to see more from Tyler. He's strong and physical, but I want to see target shots from 20 yards. Yeah, he's a weird one, isn't he, Tyler Roberts, mate? It's like, I don't know where, he's not a striker, and I don't even know whether he's a number 10, to be fair. Like, I'm not sure. I think I said it on a podcast, I don't know whether it was mine or it might have been another podcast, that it could be a good season for Tyler Roberts, but I don't know. I can't see him scoring bags of goals. We'll talk about him in a bit anyway, but yeah, Tyler Roberts is strong and physical. Yeah. Lee, you're right, Lee. Can't believe Ashley Cole still. Yeah, we're going to look at an article about Ashley Cole, mate. I wasn't too pleased that Ashley Cole was staying as well. Lee, we'll open an article about that, mate. I wanted a clean slate. I did, mate. Like Ashley Cole, even to the point of Mark Roberts. What's his name? Mike Roberts. Mike Taylor, sorry, not Mike Roberts. Mike Taylor, the goalkeeping coach. I would have liked to see a completely fresh coaching and backroom staff. I would have, get rid of Cole. So I was a little bit gutted as well. I mean, to be fair, we don't know what he's like around the players. The players might like him, and I think that's the main thing. If the players like him, then I'll keep him around. But I don't know. I wasn't best pleased anyway. Trust me when I seen that. Evening, Pete. You okay, mate? Yeah, I was just going through your comments from last night. Raised some really good points, Pete. Lee Stein, I can't stand that Philip Plonker. I would not say. I think he's going on about Gabby. Can't stand that Plonker. He's an egg and a spoon, right? Yeah, definitely don't like Blues, mate. Watkins on about. Yeah, Watkins. I thought Watkins offered something differently. I did when he come on. I just think Kane was just he was doing what he was doing at Tottenham, but I don't know, it just weren't working out, was it? Pete saying I want Ian. Eze, is that Pete? I want Eze. Ian. I think that's Eze. Good call, Nick. Yeah, Pete saying I want it to clean. Yeah, and me, mate. And we'll look at we'll go through some articles. Let me share my screen with you. Any more on the England games, put them in the comments. We're going to talk about Blues now. And just a few things I've bookmarked during the last couple of days, since the last time I've done a video, really. and these things I haven't even opened myself, so we'll go through them together. So this is Richard Wilford for Radio WM. So he's interviewed Chris Davis, and this is what he's got to say about him. We will watch the short clip. Richard saying, came away with a very positive first impression of the new BCFC boss, Chris Davis. Clearly very focused and driven to get this point in his career. To get to this point in his career, he's ready to get his teeth into the job. More detailed audio to come on the Sports BBC WM feed later. So what we'll do, we'll watch this. I mean, bear in mind, I ain't even listened to this myself. It's only 36 seconds long, so we'll listen to this, see if it's of interest.
Okay, Chris, I mean, welcome aboard to Birmingham City. When's the time right now for you to come in?
I think for me it was just all about ambition. It was all about finding the right club, and it felt like the right time to do that. And when I spoke to the owners here at the club and everything they were looking to do, as well as having kind of options elsewhere, I just felt this was the right time for me to come to a really ambitious club that was going somewhere and kind of lead it on that journey. So yeah, that was exactly why I came, and so far I've been here 2 weeks now, and it feels like exactly the right move.
Yeah, so that's it really, lads. I mean, it's nothing really we've not heard, is it? Do you know what I mean? He comes across really well. I welcome to your comments, guys. Just let me have a look at some more bits and bobs. Yeah, he comes across really well, mate. Comes across really well. Do you know what I mean? Let me just get to my bookmarks. Okay, so that was that. Then we've got this Ashley Cole. I did say I'd open this article. I haven't read this. I just read the highlight, the headline. Ashley Cole and Mike Taylor are set to form part of Chris Davis' coaching staff. Davis also discussed the appointment of Ben Petty. So get in the comments. Let me know what you think of us keeping Ashley Cole on, and I'll open the tab and we'll go through it together. Okay, so let me just double check that's sharing. Yeah. Okay, so Chris Davis reveals Ashley Cole plan and why Ben Petty is an asset to Birmingham City. Okay, Ashley Cole and Mike Taylor are set to start Birmingham City. New manager Chris Davis has told Birmingham Live. Former Chelsea, England and Chelsea left back will retain his place on Davis's coaching staff, having first joined Blues back in October as part of Wayne Rooney's team. Now that Pete Shuttleworth has been reunited with Rooney, Cole is the sole survivor of that autumn shake-up. I'm glad, I'm not best pleased at Cole's staying, but I'm glad that Shuttleworth's gone as well. So he goes on to say, St Andrew's favourite Taylor retains his role as goalkeeping coach and will have a new pair of glovesmen to work with next season. Ryan Allsop has joined from Hull City, and it looks increasingly unlikely that John Ruddy will stick around. And I did mention that on the last video, that John Ruddy doesn't seem like a man that's sticking around the club. Again, I'll point people to that podcast he was on, the Fozcast. It's not it doesn't look like a man that wants to stay at the club. Ryan Allsop, he mentions Ryan Allsop joining us. We've done a video on Ryan Allsop's very mixed opinions on him. Very good with his feet, but not the best shot stopper. Again, if you've got any views on Ryan Allsop, would you like to see him as a number one, or would you prefer someone else, a younger goalkeeper, or like I mentioned last time, you get another goalkeeper and they fight out for that number one position, and I think it's important. I think that goes for all over the pitch. You need someone challenging you. So he goes on to say, what's important to me is that we're a tight-knit group of staff, very collaborative in how we work, and everything feels a part of it can add value. I've heard great things about both of these characters, so I will be meeting them and going through the plan with them. So he hasn't even met them at this point. Maybe Birmingham Live has contacted him saying, what's going on with Ashley Cole? You're keeping him around. Maybe I don't know, he might say a little bit further on in the article. Maybe he's just said, yeah, for the time being. Davis has appointed his own assistant manager in the form of Ben Petty. Petty, 47, has earned plaudits for his work in development football, but most recently leading Leicester City's under-21s and returning to the city of his birth. Like I said, he's from Birmingham. There's a load of people that know him personally. Ben was someone I worked with really closely at Leicester. Davis added, I was there for 4 years and I worked with Ben on a daily basis around the development of players and the link between academy and first team football. I think that's really, really key. And he goes on to say, I saw firsthand Ben's reliability, his communication skills, and obviously his coaching skills. A lot of the players were really aligned to how we played in the first team. So all good words to say about him, really. When you work with someone day to day, you get a feel of their reliability and what type of character. Again, he mentions that word character, pardon me. And I think it's really important, not just the backroom staff, the players as well. I've got to have that right character and that right mindset. And they are, and I always had it in my head that if I ever got a chance to bring an assistant with me, Ben would be right up there as a great option. Thankfully, we got that done, and he will be a great asset to the club. He obviously knows the city as well, which is a bonus. So yeah, nothing but good words to say about him, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this season. We'll jump into some comments. Let me have a quick look. Look, where did it leave us? Yeah, okay. So Lee's saying, only just seen was online what happened last night. He was waiting on your man, Ivan. So, did we read that? Sorry, guys. Sorry, bear with me. Just clicked on. Hope we ain't talking. Yeah. We did, Charlie. We did talk about England. We're talking about Blues now. Blues somebody saying Southgate's always loyal to certain England players. Far too many games now. He's had to change things. The team don't know what they're doing. Yeah, I mean, look, it's not the best, mate, is it? Ashley Cole should go, in my opinion. I'm just wondering whether he wants to meet him in person and seeing if Ashley Cole is the right kind of character to have around the players. So I wouldn't write it off that Ashley Cole is definitely going to go. Although, like Pete said earlier, I'd like a clean slate. I really would, mate. People at the club speak very highly of Ashley Cole, to be fair. And this is what I'm saying, Charlie. Like, he might be really good in and around the players. He might be an exceptional coach. It's just we don't know, do we? I think for me, it's more so that he's linked to Rooney and that kind of era, that them 12 weeks were just a nightmare. Do you know what I mean? And I'd just like to a clean slate. I think that's the only reason I've got qualms with Ashley Cole, let's say. Lee saying, they know fuck all. That's why we are in League One, says it all. You're going on about the owners, Lee? Pete saying, I heard today Ruddy was going to another League One club. What the fuck? Yeah, that doesn't sound good, does it, mate? Oh, you know what? The only thing I can think of, Pete, is I wonder if he's been guaranteed first team. He's been guaranteed the #1 spot at that club. Who is it, Pete? Then you can kind of understand it. Do you know what I mean? If he's, because obviously he's not guaranteed the #1 spot at Blues. So I don't blame him. And like I said, he doesn't look like a guy who wants to stay here anyway. I thought the same about Cole, but if Davis likes him and the club do, then I guess we go with it. Yeah, we do go with it. But like the article said, Pete, he hasn't even met him yet. Whether Birmingham Live has just contacted him and said, "Are you keeping Cole about?" And he said, "Yeah, for now." I don't know, mate. Lee saying, sounds promising, the new keeper, and he's a blue nose. Yeah, he's nice, mate. That is a blue nose. You know, someone put it in the comments on one of my podcasts the other day. It'd be nice to have a few Brummies in. So yeah, it's all good. That is a Brummie. You know, he's not a bad keeper. Let's get it right. He's not a bad keeper. He's really good with his feet, which I think is going to be really important next season. You know, he just missed out on the playoffs. He was not the league's 7th highest. Do you know what I mean? He played for Hull. Hull finished 7th, so he can't be totally garbage. Like I said, I just worry about his shots. His shot stopping skills, mate. Charlie saying, listen to the Wilford interview. So you listened to the whole interview, did you, Charlie? I'll have to listen to that, to be fair, with Chris Davis. And he's so impressive, such a clued up guy. He's a man on a mission, and I listened to 9 minutes of him, and it was just great stuff. Yeah, man, and he's one of them guys. What, you could listen to him all day. Do you know what I mean? And I think, yeah, like, it's just all good. Like, to be fair, mate, I ain't even seen, like, even on Twitter, I've not even seen one bad comment about him. That's not just from fans. That's from, like, people that have worked with him, people what have played under him. Do you know what I mean? So that's all good, man. Sleepwalker, sorry, late to the party. Nah, mate, it's me who's late to the party. This was meant to have been 7:20 last night. Not sure what's been chatted. Work was a bitch today. So no worries, mate. Like, I was meant to go live at 7:20 last night, just on a review of the England game, but I completely forgot and got caught up in the listening to what everyone had to say about it on the TV. So no, you're not late to the party, mate. We just talked a little bit about England. Now we're talking about Blues, mate. So Lee's saying, yeah, mate, owners clueless on football, brilliant on business side. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Mate. They and for me, they don't know nothing about football. I think we've got to bear with them. Do you know what I mean? They've got our club in the best interest. Do you know what I mean? We've just got to ride with it. Do you know what I mean? And we're going to look at some of the stuff they've been doing around the ground. Actually, it's amazing because I drive past there, if not every day, every other day, and that car park is absolutely rammed full of work wagons and vans and carpet installation. It's the whole of the car park's full of construction guys. There's a load of work going on. We'll look at a few pictures actually. Pete saying Ruddy Rumour was Charlton. Okay, Charlton was it, mate? Yeah. Also Blackburn. I mean, Blackburn, he'd probably struggle to make a #1. Charlton would make sense. Do you know what I mean? Get #1 at Charlton. He's just not very good with his feet, is he, Pete? And I think with Chris Davis, it's obviously we're going to be playing out from the back, progressive football, and Ruddy's not that guy. And nah, mate, fucking hell, it was a donkey, weren't it? Blue Sunday, man, come 12th. I didn't even check it. I know I just went on. I think it might have been you, mate, what told me it could come 12th. So glad I never told everyone else, because all the other tips he gave me in the past, over probably the past 2 or 3 years, he's probably given me about 6 tips, and they've all come in, but they're all right outsiders. They're all like, I think this one was 22-1. So you have to have them each way. But and they've all come in, the other ones, but this one didn't. And I was thinking, I wonder whether I should tell people on the podcast, but I'm glad they never know. But nice one for letting me know, mate. Sleepwalker, don't get me going, oh, mate. On England, problem with England, Southgate, clueless. Yeah, man. He's shocking, isn't he? And I think I watched one of the interviews from I think it was Kane, actually. And he actually pointed out that it's a tactical thing. Like, they've been asked to play like that, not pressing from the front. No, when we go a goal in front and all that, kind of sit back. So it is Southgate. It's not the players being. They did look tired and laboured. Let's get it right. Yeah, mate, unreal what they've done with the ground, definitely. Yeah, 100. Pete Talksport said Pochettino touted for the England job. Pochettino, oh, mate, that could be a shout, I like to have an English manager, I do, Pete, but he's definitely going to be going, isn't he, at the end of this tournament? I thought, like, Graham Potter was going to hold out for it, I did. And I wonder whether he is. Because no one's had Graham Potter yet, have they? No one's snapped Graham Potter up. I know Cooper got the lesser job, didn't he? It was brilliant. Charlie saying he was bought in independently from Rooney. Oh, so you're going to make Cole. Cole is apparently a really good communicator and gets on with everyone. So if Davis wants him, then he gets... Yeah, that's where I'm at, mate. If Davis likes him, then sound. No problems. I'm sure Davis will speak to maybe Ruddy or Deion Sanders and say, look out, what's his Cole like around the training ground and stuff. If you can, do me a massive favour, lads, while you're live, hit the like button. And obviously, if you're not watching, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe bell as well. To be fair, Kane is no angel in this situation. No, he ain't, mate. He was shocking. Blue Sun saying he's got a bet on the Netherlands to beat France tonight. Yeah, that's the game tonight, isn't it, mate? Is it kicked off or it's kicking off in a bit, isn't it? Right then, let's have a quick look at some other news. Let me just get rid of that. Share my screen with you. Look at a few other bits and bobs, man, doing the rounds. So that was the thing. I mean, this is just Blue's focus, saying about Ashley. Yes. So this is this is what I'm going on about. This is why so many vans are around. Apparently now this is going to be underneath the Kop, a massive bar. I hear it's the longest bar in Europe. I don't know how true that is. So this is the lower Kop. Obviously the floor. There's loads. What's it say? A new concrete floor has been laid in what will soon be the new box-to-box bar in the Kop. Yeah, like I said, there's loads of work vans on that. I mean, there's a lot of work stuff going on this time last year when they first took over, but it's honest to God, lads, it's absolutely bram. So much activity going on in that car park. Alex Dickin, Chris Davis plans to convince the likes of Christian Bielik, Pate Sunko to stomach a season in League One. He's already spoken to Bielik and will speak to others on his return from pre-season. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Bielik's staying, doesn't it, lads? Pate Sunko. I'm of the opinion, Alex is saying there, to stomach another season, a season in League One. Listen, if you don't want to be here for a season in League One and you want to stomach it, then you can go, as far as I'm concerned. Do you know what I mean? But Bielik looks like he's staying. And I think that goes for all the players. If you don't want to be here, then you know where the door is. Do you know what I mean? We need players that want to be here and fight for the badge. This is just Ryan Alsop as a kid. Some photos of him in that shirt. So that's nice. A proper blue nose. Boyhood dream fulfilled. Let's hope he can keep the ball out the net. This is about, I think that. Okay, should we read this? Is this an article? Okay, this is talking about Tyler Roberts. Let me know about Tyler Roberts, how you're feeling about it for this season. Please get in the comments because I'm not 100% sure this guy. Yes, he will be better in League One. Can we keep him fit is one thing. Is he a goal scorer is another thing. And also as well, let me know about George Hall. Do you think we can get the best out of him next season? We'll open this article. Like I said, I've not read it. We will go through it together. Tyler Roberts set for Birmingham City target after completing the Las Vegas mission with Tom Brady coach. Didn't even know he was away with Tom Brady. Tyler Roberts endured a frustrating first year with Birmingham City and spent the close season preparing for the pre-season. Let me just enlarge this, lads. Maybe not enlarge it because of the bloody adverts. Okay, so Tyler Roberts is planning to use the heartache from last season. The heartache from last season to fuel his second season. So this would be his second season with us now. Remember, the majority of it, he was injured. I think he had one good game against Coventry. The forward endured a difficult start to his Blues career with a calf injury, restricting him to one appearance before Christmas. So remember, we brought in this time last year. I think he was one of our first signings, to be fair. I remember watching him at Solihull Moors away in the pre-seasons. Roberts wasn't able to find any rhythm upon his return to fitness and completed the season without scoring in 19 appearances. I mean, that's shocking, that, isn't it? You know, I mean, I don't think he's an out-and-out number 9. I think he's more of a 10, like a second striker or something, but to not even get a goal. He got that assist, really nice assist for, was it Jay Stansfield against Coventry? So he's got 3 years. We got him on a 4-year contract, didn't we? 3 years remaining on a 4-year contract. Successive injury hit campaigns. Roberts is facing up to a prospect of a year in League One with Blues. The 25-year-old hasn't played in the third tier since his loan spell with Warsaw over 6.5 years ago. I think this is his level, to be honest, lads. Roberts is looking to hit the ground running next season and started his preparation for pre-season weeks ago by jetting off to Las Vegas to have a few bets, I bet. He'll be on the roulettes and all that, won't he? Jetting off to Las Vegas to train with Rob Brennan, 1 or 2 coaches. Tom Brady deployed at the Blues training ground last season. Oh, so he's one of Tom Brady's guys. So he jetted him off to Las Vegas and he's training with Rob Brennan. I didn't even know that. I suppose it's good. Whether he's playing poker or on the roulette machines remains to be seen. Reflecting on his time at the States. So he's been over there, so he said on Instagram, real successful trip. So he won a bit of money. Want to big up my man, Robert Brennan, TBRX Sports, for putting a lot of work into helping me improve, not only physically, but mentally. And I cannot forget his amazing wife. Hey, Brent, you are 2 pure-hearted people, never change. News to me, all this. Last season, he was very frustrated and then ended with heartbreak, but it fueled me so much. It fueled me with so much motivation and focus to get straight to the work and prepare for next year's successful campaign. Not long to go now. So he seems like he's gone out. He's obviously gone out to LA with one of Tom Brady's coaches and seems to have had a great time out there. Roberts has now jetted back to Marbella to continue his preparation in a camp led by former Olympic sprinter Leon Reed, Blues right back Ethan Laird and former loanee Emmanuel Oyer are also part of that training camp. Now that worries me. I've got to be honest, lads, that worries me. This is the first time of me reading this article. Please let me know in the comments what you think of this, because this just worries me. Going out to Marbella with Blues right back Ethan Laird and former loanee. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. Is there anything else? No, that's it on that article. Let me know what you think of that article. One sec. I'll get to your comments in 1 second, lads. I just want to double check that I've got nothing else missing. One sec. This Dan Scar thing is rumbling on, but there's no real proper outlets. It's just nonsense talk on. I'm not saying he's going to come on Twitter. To be honest, I've not seen anyone credible report on it. If that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Then let's get to some comments. Stop sharing that. Okay. Sleepwalker, 8 p.m, mate. Yeah, the kickoff's 8 p.m. Be a good game, that France, Netherlands. Charlie saying Chris Davis doing the right thing, Nick. He's going to assess everything in yeah, and decides what he needs. Obviously, he will see who he wants to start. Yeah, 100%, mate. And I think that goes for the players as well. Like, a lot of them will get pre-season, do you know what I mean? And he'll assess them. And maybe towards the end of pre-season, it'll be offloading players and staff. Do you know what I mean? Maybe Cole might not be there, might not be here come first game of the season. Yeah. Also, Alex Dickon and Brian Dick are a couple of plums. Yeah, in my opinion. Yeah, they've got their own podcast, ain't they, mate? Yeah, I know what you're saying. Lee saying he agrees with you. Blue Sumlin, is it boom or bust for Blues with all this investment? Do you know what it reminds me of, mate? It reminds me of when the Chinese come in, you know, when they threw loads of dough at it. It just reminds me of that. Other than that, they're doing stuff around the ground, making the ground look tidy. I mean, you know, sometimes I forget the ground was out of order for 3 years, weren't it? 3 seasons. So I don't know, mate. Is it bust for Blues or all this investment? Massive weight on Chris Davis' shoulder. Yeah. Like we're obviously favourites, aren't we? So it is a massive weight to come in as your first managerial job. You know, to finish in them top 2 positions. But I think we've got to be a little bit patient. I mean, we don't want to be like down the bottom after our first 10 games. We want to be at least 10th or something like that. Do you know what I mean, lads? After 10 games and showing signs of improvement and showing signs of, you know, we can steamroller this league. You're right, BCFC Ireland. Yeah, he's saying I can't see him being better if fit. I've no issue with him. I think he creates more of a bit of a Heskey role. Yeah, you're going about Tyler Roberts, mate. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think he's an out-and-out striker, mate. Like, I think he's more of like a second striker, if that makes sense. Sort of playing off the back of the main striker. I don't really know what he's. I mean, Leeds used to play him as the number 9, and I remember him for Leeds, man, when I was in the Championship, and he was all over the gap. He was a bit like George Hall when we first seen George Hall, really pressing the defenders, man. Do you know what I mean? But I worry that his injuries are going to take a toll this season. He's lost that couple of inches of pace and stuff. Cheers, Lee. I'll get hammered by saying that. Yeah, again about the Keep Right On podcast. I have a slight bias against Birmingham Live, total rag, but Brian Dick has some previous full stuff, and now his side kick, Alex Dickin, one of the same. Yeah, you can't like everyone, can you, mate? I know what you're saying. Keep right on. Charlie, doing a great job with his channel, mate. Oh, nice one, Charlie. Keep it going because it's like a Friday night chat down the pub with my mates. Yeah. And this is what I wanted to do. It's like, it's not, you said that, Charlie. It's not like, I'm not like, you know, some people really rehearse these kind of content and stuff like that. And what I wanted to get to was a point where I'm comfortable just jumping on my laptop and banging out a live, do you know what I mean? And just chatting to you guys rather than rehearsing everything and then sending it out to you and then looking for the comments, if that makes sense. I prefer to answer questions and interact with you guys as the video is going on. Do you know what I mean, Charlie? while we're on that, if you can do me a massive favour, hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe bell. We're over 1,000 subscribers now, which is amazing, man. I was talking to someone the other day. I remember doing this about this time last year, and we've just been taken over by our owners. And I've done my first video on my phone and uploaded it to YouTube. I would never ever thought it would come to, I've got over 1,000 subscribers. Honest to God, lads. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's all good, man. It's a Birmingham life. Yeah. I mean, you can't believe a word to say, mate. Like, that. I remember they reported on something one of my pals done, and honest to God, they got the piece so mixed up. It was just terrible. It's terrible. The report in Birmingham Live. Hit the thumbs up, guys. Help Nick out. Takes one set. Yeah, nice one, Sleepwalker. Love what Tyler Roberts is doing, honestly. The kid has been so unlucky with injuries, but he's grafting to get properly fit. And we have a fit Roberts, he will fly in League One. That's what we're hoping, mate. Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, 100%. A fit Tyler Roberts, no injuries. I don't know where you're playing. You know, if we get a couple of strikers in, because everyone's saying, I know on my last podcast, everyone's saying we need 2 strikers. So where do you play Tyler Roberts? Do you put him behind the striker in a 4-2-3-1? Do you know what I mean? Have the 2 out wide and then Tyler Roberts sitting behind the striker. I'm not sure, because does he start as a number 9 for you, Charlie? Do you know what I mean? Does he start? Does he actually start the game in the first 11? And where does he start? That's the only worry with me. England Blue Nose saying we haven't seen enough. Yeah, I agree with that as well. We haven't seen enough of him, and I think it's really important. And yeah, I think Charlie is right that it is a good thing he's doing. Do you know what I mean? He's gone out to Las Vegas to sort his kind of fitness up and all that. So yeah, so we're saying we ain't seen enough of him due to injuries. I've got him down as an SS. Yeah, like you in that role with Duke. He has a good assisting sense and an eye for the game, which we already seen. Yeah, we've seen it against Coventry, didn't we, mate? Yeah, I think that's the only. I mean, he can come in off the left, can't he? A little bit. He's played out there a couple of times. I think we've seen the best of him in that Coventry game. But we haven't seen enough of him, and I think you said that in your comment, didn't you? We haven't seen enough of him to kind of make an opinion of him. Do you know what I mean? We don't know what a fit, when he's been 6 months fit and he's playing 90 minutes game after game, what he's capable of. I remember at Leeds, I was really impressed with him. You're going back 4 or 5 years now. Probably 4 years, 5 years, yeah. Yeah, you're right, Turner, are you, mate? Good to see you, Turner. You changed your profile picture there. Hi, Nick, I'm late tonight. LOL. Roberts is looking fit as a fiddle. Big year for him. Yeah, I hope so, Tone. I hope so, mate. I hope it's going to be a big. Well, we've just read an article, Tone. I don't know if you've joined us late, but he's out in Las Vegas with your man Tom Brady doing some fitness thing. So that's all positive. And we'll see what he's like, man. Pete saying, I think Roberts will do well. Like you say, he was solid at Leeds. Yeah, do you remember him at Leeds, Pete? He was class, man. Well, he weren't class. He was just really, he was all over the gaff, man. Really good pressing forward. A bit of confidence under Davies and he could blossom. Yeah, that's what we're hoping for, mate. You took a live, Nick. We will be there. Ah, nice one, lads. Yeah, nice one, okay. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. I want to get to the point where if there's a bit of news, I can come on. Hit the notification bell as well, lads, if you can, because that just so if I'm planning to go live at, say, what's the time now, 7:45 at 9 o'clock, it will show a little red sign saying that I've planned a live. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, nice one. Nick, your vids are great. I'm a PC repair tech. I could do with you, mate, doing some, some kind of. I need better intros and stuff like that. A little bit like what Jay's really good at it, but he's younger than me. I'm not I'm not up to scratch with all this technology. And your vids are great. I'm PC repair tech. I've been for 25 years. I ain't got the balls to do your vids. Kudos to you, sir. Thank you, mate. Look, listen, it's not easy, man, because like I've mentioned before on my podcast, like it's pushing through that anxiety. Do you know what I mean? Especially with lives, because you know, you go live, anything can happen. Do you know what I mean? And then it's up there for everyone to see. But I'm just trying my best, mate. But thank you for that. Thank you for everyone who's been really kind in the comments, man. Really nice comments, and you know, it just gives me. Yeah, you talked about that the other night, didn't you? Saying about your paintings. Oh, so that's one of your paintings this year. Yeah, Tony. I don't know if anyone listened to Jay's Boy in the Blue podcast. Tony phoned in. It was a mental health check-in, and he does paintings. He paints his own paintings as kind of, you know, keeping your mental health on point and stuff like that. You know, like I do. I mean, I try to do it daily, but I try and do a little bit of meditation and a little bit of prayer each night just to kind of ground me. And one of the things Tony does, he paints, you know, so, and I think he sells one or two here and there, if I'm not mistaken, don't you, Tony? But yes, that's one of your paintings. I like to see some of them, Tony. You'll have to every time I upload a video, put a different painting on, because that looks class, that does. Hawkeye, you come across well, Nick. You don't seem like you've got anxiety, mate. Oh, nice one, Hawkeye. Yeah, I have, mate. I think everyone has to a certain degree, don't they? A bit of anxiety and stuff like that. But yeah, nice one. Need any out PCs or laptops? I'll sort it for you. Nice one, brother. I might hit you up, man, one of the days. Don't let sleepwalking near your laptop. He'll be all over your porny street. Bloody hell, man. Right then, we've been going for just over 45 minutes. It's been an absolute pleasure again. What I'll do, if you can, leave a like, hit the subscribe bell, and obviously leave a comment if you're watching on replay. I do apologise for the 24 hours late for the live. I'm not going to alter the thumbnail and all that. It's just it is what it is. We've talked about England. We've talked about blues, and I'll do another podcast in a couple of days if we sign someone or something like that. But yeah, really nice to speak to you all again. I'm just going to read these last few comments as they come in. Tony saying I will change them. So my art therapy pics, which I teach. I see you teach art therapy. Yeah. Nice one, Tony. Be nice to see. I don't know how we can do it. Like seeing some of your paintings and all that. BCFC Island saying Carabao winning midfield is linked with a move to Birmingham City, but there is a fierce competition. Birmingham City, along with 4 other teams. Where's this from? Ireland. Where's this from? Is this off Twitter? Carabao. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll have a look maybe after I finish these. James McConnell. James McConnell. Not sure who that is. Carabao Cup winner. Who's that, mate? Lee, enjoy the France game, mate. Yeah, I'm going to watch that. I'm going to log off and I'm going to watch the game. I don't know everyone else, but like I just can't seem to relax and watch a game unless it's England. You know, I thought, oh, great, the Euros are going to be on. But every time I'm going to watch a game, I'm ending up turning it over and watching a film. I don't know if everyone else is like that. Cheers, mate. Have a good weekend. And my offer still. Yeah, nice one, brother. You know, I might. Obviously, good at PC repair. I need someone to do kind of like intros and a couple of other things for my channel, but we'll do that in the future. But nice one for that, brother. He's from Liverpool, so he's a youngster. This is what I was saying, mate, about getting these young kids what are on the fringes of the top teams, especially with Chris Davis as manager now. I think it would be great. League One, these top teams definitely loan out players to League One teams. So why wouldn't they do it for Blues? So, yeah, that could be a good shout, mate. Do a bit of research on him. Who was it again? James McConnell. Yeah, man. Liverpool. It was on Birmingham World. Yeah, I know what you mean. Right then, lads, I'm going to leave it there. It's on 50 minutes now. So if you can, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment in the comment section. All have a great weekend and keep right on.